welcome back to NerdMageddon D&D edition, where Simon's going to take it away.
Yes. So we had just left off. Kenzie was thrown across the room by water.
That's right.
Something that was liquid.
Well, it's like 13 damage.
Yeah, you took 13 damage.
Yep, I have that down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm pasty white again. I always am. I don't know why it's different.
Go out in the sun.
It's to go outside.
So
I actually got burnt caps the other day. Yeah.
So unlike what most of our sessions usually start out with, we are going to start out with initiative.
Ooh. I'm rather good at that.
Oh, dang it.
No,
Got
11.
18.
1 sec. Corey, what'd you get?
11.
Corbin.
18.
Okay, Molly got a nat. And Kenzie?
14.
Okay. So that means that it is Molly's turn first. Go ahead and do your thing.
She doesn't even nail.
So
I was just yeeted across the room.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
we saw. I think we saw anything.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Lily, are you okay?
So can I do a perception check to try to find it, or would that be investigation?
You can try either one. I think that investigation would be more of what you're looking for, because you're looking for something. You're not trying to perceive something.
Yeah.
You're looking for it actively.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I've learned about being a DM is that you have to have really good vocabulary to understand what the checks are. Because, like, everybody's like, oh, investigation and perception are pretty close. I'm like, no, they're not. Not at all.
Yeah.
I'm actually proud that I kind of know the difference a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I always saw it as like investigation is like specifically looking for something like very specific, while perception is just general.
It's
So-
general what you're
Yeah.
sensing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got an 18.
You got an 18.
Fine. Yep.
So as you're looking around, you see the water that's been on the ground. It's sort of like moving across the ground on its own. This is a flat surface. So it's
Okay.
moving on its own, and you see it kind of like backing up away from where you guys are.
Okay, and is there... Would I have to make a different roll on a different turn to look for somewhere to hide, or can I just hide? Like, and get off the ground?
Well, you are near the ladder, so you can use that to get off the ground. Otherwise, this is an empty room.
Okay,
There's nothing else in here.
Then I'd like to hop back onto the ladder and tell everyone else that it is the water moving.
Okay, cool. Anything else you want to do before we move on?
Prepare. I'd like to. Can I prepare to stab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prepare to stab.
Prepare to stab the water if it comes near me, or like slice it if it tries to grab me.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? What is it? I am the sand guardian. Guardian of the sand. Poseidon quivers before me. Stab, stabs.
Okay, so you prepare to stab Molly.
I find myself hilarious. I'm sorry, guys.
Up next is whatever this thing is.
Oh God.
You're gonna die.
It's already did its
So-
number on me. I'm across the room now. I'm the farthest person away from it. Just saying.
Mhm. So, as you guys are understanding that it's the water, Corbin,
Yeah.
water begins to pool around your feet.
Oof.
A question I think is fair, Simon. Since I'm shorter than everybody else, that means that pool would probably be higher than the normal person. So, to my perspective...
Oh, it's getting higher.
Okay.
It is getting higher. It starts at your
level
and
right
it climbs up slowly.
Oh, gosh.
So...
I just got added because I incorrectly quoted the Sand Guardian quote. So I was just sent a YouTube video and a message saying quote it right.
I don't know who it was. It wasn't me.
Not me.
I've been reading
it was my boyfriend in the other room.
Oh. Tell him you can't say the F word on air.
Yeah. Tell him to look up FCC rules and guidelines.
Anyway.
Water's pulling around my feet.
Water's pulling around your
I'm sorry.
Slowly starting to drown Jensen.
It's only up to my waist. It's fine.
I need you
Is
to
it clean
make...
water or is it sewage water?
It's kind of like, it looks like lake water, but at the same time it has like the reflectiveness of pool water.
It's scummy.
It's a little scummy.
It's in my pants!
I'm gonna need you to make a strength check for me.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
Not my best. Is this a strength check or a saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
Saving throw. Oh, that's better then. That's a 23.
Wow. Okay. That's
Dang.
pretty impressive. So something that you feel as it's starting to pool around you and kind of climb up to your waist, you feel it slowly like constricting you. Like the pressure of the water is getting higher as it's like absorbing you. So you, like any monk would, basically dash out of it, splashing water everywhere.
I want to leap up, and then I pull out my sword and like impale it in the ceiling. So now I'm like dangling from the ceiling, if that's possible.
You'd be dangling from the wall. The ceiling is a little high.
Okay.
So you're like dangling from the wall.
Okay.
Away from it. But yep, that is his turn. Next is Jensen.
That felt gross.
So I just got slammed against a wall by a thing of water. Well, that was wetter and rougher than I thought it would be.
Better.
It's Jensen's turn, by the way.
It is my turn. Okay.
Oh, it's your turn.
Well, I'm dangling up here, and I'm thoroughly confused. So,
Thanks.
I'm going to take patient defense. So, burn a key point and put myself in the defense. I think it's the. Yeah, I put myself in the dodge action, and that's a bonus action. So that's my actual action.
You're currently stuck in a wall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna remain there, but have the dodge action ready to dodge out of the way if I see anything, because I currently have no idea what the heck's going on.
Sure.
I don't see anything to punch. I can't punch water.
Right. So then that brings us to Kenzie.
The water just tried to give me a hug. It felt really weird.
I don't think he was trying to hug you.
How close am I to a ladder?
Worse.
You were about 15 feet away.
Okay, so
and you're still technically prone.
Oh, so I'm prone?
Yeah. You can spend half your movement getting up.
Okay, so I'll just spend half my movement getting up then. So then I think what would know your enemy? Would that be my action?
Yes, it would be your action.
Because I also want to jump up onto the wall.
So that would be movement still. You could do that, but
Okay.
know that if you're trying to like jump and climb something, your check to do that would be a disadvantage because you only have half movement.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just do know your enemy and then prepare to dodge.
Okay.
And I don't think I can do anything else.
All right. So, did you need to roll anything for Know Your Enemy?
I don't believe so. I've got my pages marked. Give me one.
I don't know if in the past I've had you roll for something or not.
I don't believe you ever have. Because it says I just spend 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat.
Then you could do a history or nature check instead.
Okay. Let's do... well, those are both 3. That's not too bad. That's going to be a 16, and I'll
16.
do it in nature.
Okay. So you know that some of the different living things in the wild or pretty much anywhere you can look, some of them are inhabited by spirits, and these create elementals. This, you assume, is some sort of water elemental, simply protecting its territory. But that is all that you can gather from your nature check.
Okay. I will inform the rest of y'all. So it's the water elemental.
Oh.
And I am preparing to dodge. So
Cool.
I had to say that again for myself.
Yeah.
Can I punch it?
No!
Yes.
That brings us to Corey, though.
Technically.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my spider climb, and I'm gonna like climb up the wall,
Okay.
and then
Oh, huh?
like I'm gonna be like Spider-Man, like crouching on the wall, and just be like, "We're not here to hurt you. It's fine."
What languages do you speak?
Common and infernal.
It doesn't seem to get what you're saying. It's just like slowly slithering, and then it's starting to turn back towards Kenzie.
Hey buddy. Easy.
It's not my
Can I
turn.
make a bonus action real quick?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do some bardic inspiration on Kinsey because she's gonna need it.
Yeah, go ahead. That's just honestly bardic inspiration. So you have yours is a D8, right? D8 or D10?
Let me check. It's a D6. It is a
Oh
D6.
wow. Okay, D6. So Kenzie, you have a D6 of inspiration to add to whatever you need to.
That lasts for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this isn't gonna take more than 10 minutes. Trust me.
I should have asked my sword for help.
So that brings us to Molly again.
So trying to debate on what I want to do. Would the water elemental potentially know primordial?
You can see if it does.
Can I just scream, "Leave us alone" in primordial?
Yeah, so you do,
Draw the attention away from me.
you
I'm
scream,
about to like.
you scream leave us alone in primordial, which it sounds weird. Yeah, and you see it kind of like stop and turn towards where you are, but it looks confused, almost like it kind of understood what you were saying, but not really.
Let's go.
It speaks Aquan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Knowing
I had
that-
a character that spoke that because I was a sea elf.
And I had a character that
Awkward.
could speak the literal fire because she was a fire genasi.
Speaks fire.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Flame come out of your mouth.
It was important because there were fire elementals that I pretty much told, hey, I'm trying to dupe the party, leave me alone, it's fine.
We must
And
make,
I understood it, but I knew it wasn't true.
You don't
we must
understand
make a
half
killer
of it.
mixtape.
I understood half of it. But I know.
Anyway,
Anyway, it kind of knows what you're saying, so it sort of backs up to the corner of a room, and just there's like it like pools there, and it's like sitting there.
so it kind of speaks primordial. Anyone else got that?
I got one better for you. So is it my turn now?
It would be the creature's turn, which it literally just moved up against one of the walls.
So
I'm going to call this Aquafina.
Okay, we mute Corey now.
You have the power to do that.
Oh, right, because I never gave you hosting. Anyway, alright. It should go back.
So it is Jensen's turn now.
Okay, so I turn and I look at the water elemental. I'm like, hey, wet water creature thing. Hey, we were just passing through. We don't want to hurt you. We will do everything we can to just not disturb you. We're just looking for something. Maybe you could even help us. We're looking for people down here, some bad people that are doing bad things that are probably disturbing you. Hey, so maybe you could just not attack us and maybe even help us. And I have the feature where anything that can understand a language understands me, and I can understand them as long as it's spoken.
Oh, really? Wow.
So,
Okay.
any spoken language I can understand, and anything that speaks a language can understand me.
I have a spell that can do that too.
Ooh. Tough thing though. This doesn't speak.
Oh,
It's okay.
Doesn't
I
speak the
have
language.
a spell for that.
but yeah, it's tongues of the sun and moon. Understand all spoken languages, and any creature that can understand a language can understand what I say.
Oh, then yeah, it understands it. Okay. Yeah, it knows what you're saying, so it just kind of relaxes. It almost looks like the water
Deflates.
loosens up. Almost. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to pull my sword out of the wall and drop down as dignifying as possible.
Strength for me.
Strength. Okay. Just a check.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get back up there. 11.
11. I mean, yeah, sure. You pull yourself out, and it works well. Your blade is unscathed,
Nice.
which is interesting. You've never seen a blade do that.
Yeah. I'm like,
Hey,
this is awesome.
sword!
Put it back in. The sheath.
Space sword.
Hey, sword. If you're trying to talk to my sword doesn't talk like hers.
It doesn't talk at all.
I know. That's what I said. I said that to Gwen.
Okay. So you hop down. The water stays where it's at. It still seems kind of cautious, but it's still staying where it is.
Okay, guys, I think it's calm, so just don't be aggressive towards it. You all right, Lily? Not that I'm that concerned, but I just want to make sure you're not mad or anything.
So is it my turn?
Combat's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna come down from the wall.
I'll let Corey go.
Yeah, I just come down the wall.
I would like to approach it like how one would approach a dog, and just kind of like that. You get down low and you kind of come in from the side. I'm gonna take out my canister of water and then just pour a little bit of water near it.
Okay. You do that, and you see the water that you pour out just kind of sit there for a second, and then you see it slowly like rematerialize and like sloop into the other body of water, like it almost like absorbed it or ate it.
In my head, Lily's going like, yes! But Lily's not going to actually do that because she doesn't want to scare the elemental.
And it's just kind of sitting there. It's pretty nasty looking water, so just remember that.
Scummy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little scummy, a little stinky.
Stink.
I just didn't want it to be afraid.
It's not like afraid, but it's cautious.
Do you think it would feel better if it was clean?
You think you could do more of that? It might like that if you clean it off more.
I don't know.
Maybe
I can.
Yeah, maybe you could maybe it'd help us then.
I just kind of point back at like more.
It doesn't respond. It's just sitting there.
You can't speak.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is that spell?
I'll pour out just a little bit more.
Okay. And it does the same thing, but it stays in the same place. Like, it's not moving.
Does it noticeably become, like, cleaner overall?
No, it just becomes bigger.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to stop doing
Worth a
that.
try.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cast... no, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care about that much.
So, there is, like, a set of stairs, stone stairs leading up to a little archway that goes into a tunnel on the other side of the room where you guys came in.
So
I
I'm
go
going
to the stairs.
Yeah, and that's where the light's coming from, too.
As I pass by the water elemental, I kind of like dip my head to it. I'm like, may your home remain clean and your water remain fresh. Things past
You
it.
hear, like, a little bubble as you walk past it.
Aww.
I'm gonna walk by and go, got a bubbly personality there.
It hisses at you. It doesn't understand a word you're saying at all. It just kind of like...
It can
Just
just
make
tell it's a
noises.
pun. It can just tell.
It can understand sarcasm, so...
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being
Puns
Now
are,
you are.
puns are a form of sarcasm.
You know, Laughter, your name really is ironic.
I'm hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm glad you find yourself amusing.
I do.
Ooh, it's raining.
I know.
I wish.
Oh yeah, it's like an awful downpour here.
I have nothing.
Alright, go to the stairs.
I
Cool.
still have my sword out. I just made sure to like switch it hands so that way it wasn't on the side of the puddle when I went by it.
The puddle.
Okay, that's fine. So you guys...
I'm being cautious.
I mean, I called it a water wet thing, so I guess puddle's better.
You guys go up the stairway and into this little archway and tunnel.
Cute.
And it's dimly lit by torches. And as you're looking, you can see that the dirt path this tunnel is made from has little footprints in it. They look humanoid in nature, but not the size of halfling footprints.
Yeah, big nothing.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Could I somehow do know your enemy on it?
You would have to be in the same vicinity as the creature that it would be coming from.
Could I roll an investigation?
Investigation or nature, one of the two.
Which one's better? Where did my sheep go? There it is.
Always happen.
It was just off to the side. I just moved it on myself. Nature. Of course, it's the same thing. Alright, let's see. Almost lost the dice there. Okay, that's gonna be a 17. And we'll do investigation, because they're both a 3.
So from the investigation, you can't tell what made these tracks, but you can tell the direction that it went. It went further down the tunnel. And also, you can see that it was not just one creature, but it was multiple creatures. And multiple spots in the tunnel.
May I make an nature check?
Do I know how many?
At least 5.
There's at least 5, guys.
Oh, how fresh.
Yes, you can make a nature check if you want, Corey.
19.
19. So from your time traveling with the circus, you actually know what these creatures are, considering they were basically the carnies of the circus. These are goblins.
Yes, I knew it!
And they are wandering around through this tunnel, and you can only assume that they may have taken the shipment that Marco sent you down here to find.
Oh yeah, that's why we were down there.
Oh my god, you forgot!
Yeah.
Alright, I turned to
It's
your
been a
group
week.
okay, guys.
My iPad is dying. I can't get to my notes right now.
We are dealing with goblins.
Shiny.
Oh, pretty. Their heads
This
are
is
so
gonna be fun.
Yeah, I agree.
I killed like 3 of them in prison.
They were so much fun to play with at the circus. It was just great.
Let's not mention either of those two things.
You know, I one time heard that they're oddly delicious.
Let's not talk about that either.
So you guys continue traveling down this
I'm
tunnel.
gonna stealth the way.
You're gonna stealth? Go
yeah.
I
ahead.
will also stealth.
So is everybody stealthing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nat 20!
Nice.
Okay, you're good.
13.
26.
You're good. 13. You're fine. Molly, I'm afraid to ask.
30!
30. Yeah, you're practically invisible.
We're both invisible.
So you guys are traveling down the tunnel, and you're basically just following the footprints. And I mean, like, you see some I guess structures that are very shoddy and are obviously built by goblins from just sticks and hay and straw, like tied together. And it's basically like pretty much just almost like insulation put on the sides of the tunnel to make sure that the heat stays in. That's basically all you can assume it to be. But you keep going down. Can I get a pecking order? Who's in the front? Who's in the back?
I'd probably be in the front.
I'll be second.
I'll be 3rd.
And Molly's in the back.
Yep.
Okay. Kenzie,
Yes.
can you make a dex save for me?
Oh, heck yeah, I can. 16.
16 is good. So as you're walking, you feel a little tug on your foot, and as soon as you feel that tug, you look down and you see that you hit a little tripwire, and you completed the tripwire to activate its mechanism, and basically just a dagger on a stick comes down from the ceiling, swinging down towards your face, and you easily just dodge out of the way, and as it swings back all the way back up.
Wait, can I try to grab it?
I mean, sure, you grab it as it's coming on the way up.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, you're just holding it now, so
Oh, I can't, like, break it off or anything and have a stick with the dagger at the end of it?
make a strength check for me, I guess.
After 1 drops it on her head.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, you basically rip the stick out of its mechanism, and it's literally just like a 2x4 with a hole cut in one end with a dagger blade just shoved in there.
Also, why am I rolling so much higher on...
Useless checks? I have no
Yeah.
idea.
That's the only way it ever works.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a nat 20 with my stealth, which is awesome, but at the same time, now I have like a 2x4 with the dagger on it.
You basically have a war pick.
Yeah.
Because you need more weapons.
Yeah, I do.
So you guys continue on, and that seems to be the only trap that was placed. So you keep going,
Lily,
And
be careful. There might not be that simple next time.
We're fine.
Now.
you guys keep going, and as you get closer, you hear voices. And there's a lot of voices.
Oh,
What are they saying?
guys, there's at least
It's almost like the rattling of a massive crowd is what it sounds like.
Let's go.
You gotta be stealthy about this.
I'm always stealthy.
We're all stealth.
So you guys come out of the tunnel and you enter this large cavern, pretty much, and you see multiple different bonfires spread out around the cavern, and you just see tons of goblins in little shacks built around. This is basically like a small goblin city down here.
I'm looking at it for a second, and I'm like, who here has the ability to make their voice really, really loud?
Me.
Like, make your voice really loud? Why?
Goblinoids are superstitious and scared easily. If you use a loud enough voice and yell at them, they might think it's one of their deities, like, cursing them, and they'll panic and flee the city.
We are not going to scare the goblins.
Why
I
not?
can do that.
We would be helping that way. They'd be so scared they'd leave everything behind. We get free loot, we get the money from delivering, and we save all the other innocent people that have been terrorized by these goblins.
You act as if goblins are terrible creatures.
They are. Little bat-eared bastards.
We have our first racist in the party.
Oh yeah, Jeff, you guys haven't realized that? He is racist. The only reason he's not being a complete racist jerk to Lily is because she's in his party.
Well, you have two elves, which are me and Molly, and then you have a tiefling.
What elf isn't as bad as a high elf? Tieflings
They
are.
aren't.
I think, and a tiefling?
Tieflings are okay.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
See, you're
I am
not
just
mean
not
to
as
me.
bad as you.
Yeah, you're not mean to me because I'm one of the nicest ones to you in the group.
Exactly.
So, anyway, racism aside,
In real life, all viewers, I am not a racist. I'm actually a very nice guy.
racism just adds a little bit more reality
Yeah.
to the D&D world.
Exactly.
So,
I'm down to scare.
I'm just voting for it because it sounds fun, not. It just
I was
sounds
hoping to get, like,
tough.
But also, think of it this way, Laughter. Again, you don't want to hurt them. This will not hurt them. If we go down there, they're going to attack us. And if that happens, I will not restrain myself from killing every single one of them that comes within 30 feet of me. But if we scare them, they will run away, and they will live happily ever after far from us.
Fine.
Everybody wins, except the goblins. But they live, so that's still a win.
So technically they still win.
Exactly.
And they can just start looting other people.
There you
It's
go.
a win-lose-win situation.
If you
Well,
like
if we
an
all
Oreo.
pretend to be gods.
No, not just you.
No.
You already
just,
believe yourself as
one
one
person.
anyway, so go ahead. Let it shine. But I'm pretty sure that the goblins worship someone that's really gruff and mean. I'm not sure. I don't remember a lot of their pantheon. But
I'm more than willing to try.
I mean, hey, again, we can try. And also, Laughter, if they're not scared, they'll revere you and want to worship you. And then you have a little army of goblins at your command.
Think about it like starting a cult.
Fine, I'm gonna make big, mean, scary noises to the goblin.
okay.
Do I need to make a performance roll, or?
Do you have the spell Thaumaturgy?
I do.
So you could use that. And that basically, you can basically use that to project your voice.
All right,
and make it
I'm
really
gonna do
loud.
that then.
I love that this is our group.
What do you say?
See, I was so hoping I could do this, and I already had a thing of what I wanted
All right.
to say.
See Corey do it.
But you go,
Just imagining
Corey.
Tiefling like brushing herself up and like puffing her chest up.
Improv, Corey. Bring
All
out your
right.
inner actor.
I know you've been stealing from the upper world. Give it back now.
You hear the noise. Okay, so the voice radiates through the cavern.
Then I pause and go, wait, that was in common. They might not have understood that.
No, goblins understand common. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
They're well integrated into society that
Okay,
they understand common enough.
Unlike Jensen.
Unlike Jensen, yes.
I'm not wrong.
The voice radiates through the cavern, and as it does, the noise dies down, and it becomes almost practically silent.
Oh no.
When that happens, like, nobody knows what's going on right now. It's just super quiet. And all the goblins are just kind of like looking around at each other, and they're like,
Say something else. Follow it up. Say something else. They're in shock. Follow it up. Come on,
Okay. I follow up with, you will leave your city now and repent for the sins you've committed.
Leave everything behind.
Leave behind your worldly possessions.
And earn your living the right way.
Goblins are kind of like looking at each other, and they're like, what does possession mean?
Yeah.
That's right, they don't know what possessions are. Oh no, they don't know what personal ownership is. Oh. Mrs. Corbett talking, not Jensen, so.
Tell them to leave all their shiny things. And they can get more of their shiny things as long as they earn it
If
the
it
right
shines,
way.
leave it behind.
You see one of the goblins turn around and they see you. Oh no! Standing up on top of this like entrance here, shouting.
Wait, do they only see her? Oh.
They only see her.
Oh no.
And this goblin just kind of like turns around, taps the shoulder of another one, and he's just like, "Crazy woman in here, man!" And he kind of yells. He yells up at you guys. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing up there?"
Wait. So when he's confused because I'm like really stealth, can I just go down there and like punch him and make it seem like she did it with my powers?
That's gonna be really hard because there's only one path into the city.
Yeah.
I mean, I could use magic to probably punch one. I actually. Hold on, let me check.
Just cast
A different character minded. It was great.
Like,
No.
They're alive.
Oh! I want to cast a spell.
What spell are you gonna cast?
Mass suggestion.
Oh, you could have done that first.
How many targets can it target?
Hold on. I can target up to 12.
There are far more than 12 of them.
Dang it.
can anyone turn me invincible so I can punch you?
I don't have spell.
No, but I do have Dimension Door.
Oh no.
That's a pretty high level spell. I'm sure you want to burn that on something this trivial.
You're right.
Just going. This is clearly the most important thing that we've ever done right now.
I know. I'm like,
So
this isn't that hard.
is there any way I can stealth in there without being seen?
You're gonna have to make another stealth check.
Another one?
Yes, because it's gonna be hard. You're currently stealth because you're not seen by them. But if you're gonna try and sneak into the city, you gotta stealth your way in.
19.
You can also use that bardic inspiration if you need it.
Oh.
You're really gonna use that on this?
No. I'm sticking with my 19 to get in.
You try and find a way down that is not path, and you get pretty close, close enough to hear what they're saying, like what the general crowd is saying. They're all like there's apparently this woman standing up there. Should we go get like go tell the Lord or something? Like, go bring him out? Like, there's this woman up there threatening us. We should probably bring out our boss, right?
So, can I somehow punch and then hide?
We should have sent the rogue.
Yeah.
The one that can bonus action hide? Yeah.
So let's see.
Or should I roll intimidation and be like, do what she says?
We are skittish and scared, and she did not use the right words. Oh well.
Okay.
I'm still proud of his shots and leave it behind.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna let you punch this thing and try and get away with it. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll to attack.
Well, because I'm now thinking, I want to do, can I change it to intimidation?
How are you going to intimidate them? Are you gonna show yourself to them, or are you going to try and whisper to them?
I think I'm gonna just show myself, pull out, I'm gonna pull out my spectral sword and my scimitar. And I'm gonna be like, do what the lady says or I will kill you all.
So you come out from hiding, and you were like face to face with a horde of goblins. And roll intimidation for me there.
That 20.
That 20. All right.
Or no, modified 20.
Mod 20. That's
Sorry.
a big difference.
That is a big.
I saw 2 and then I saw a 0 and I got very excited. No, it's a mod 20.
So most of the goblins that are in front of you are really freaked out and they run away from you. The next set behind that in the crowd, they're just kind of like, they kind of grow silent, and then the one after that, the next group of them, a couple of them go off to this bigger building. And they come back, and they're just like, "You're not welcome here! Get out!"
Guys, I want you so bad. I want to kick one.
Why are you guys being so mean to these goblins?
No,
Can I have
I just
stealth down at this point? I want to be away.
You rolled a 30. Okay, Molly, you rolled a 30, so you can walk down there and nobody cares.
Okay.
Molly, Mackenzie, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to do?
Well, I just said I wanted to kick. Like, I just had the urge to just kick
Can
one.
I stop her from kicking it?
But I'm not going to kick it. That is not Lily. That's a Kenzie.
Thank you.
So Molly, you get down there and roll perception for me real quick.
Knuckles is just sitting on the ground behind laughter, just like, oh, just the face in his hand, just, oh.
Can I do another intimidation?
1 second, let me see what Molly has.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong button.
Laughter.
26.
26. You see, in that bigger building, since it is basically made from straw and twigs, the light from inside that building is casting a shadow on the outside of the building. And you see a massive thing in there. Massive humanoid thing in there.
What are you doing in my swamp?
I'm gonna do thaumaturgy again, and I'm gonna just keep this whole I'm a goddess thing rolling. Hopefully they'll believe me at some point.
I want to roll another intimidation.
Kenzie, what are you trying to do? What are you saying?
You don't show me all of your gold and your shiny things right now, I will pick one of you and punt it across this room.
Roll intimidation from there.
25.
25.
Okay, that's within my intimidation. I have a proficiency in it, and it's an 8.
Okay.
Plus 8. And I rolled a 7.
So a couple of the goblins are obviously afraid and they run off, but one goblin, who is feeling especially brave, comes up and he's just like, he says again, "You're not welcome here."
Again,
At this point, can I be trying to find the shiny that we're looking for?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll investigation. Corey.
I'm
what were you
gonna
saying?
do thaumaturgy again.
Okay.
And again, I'm gonna keep up this whole goddess thing going.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they'll believe me this time.
Okay.
What
do you say?
I say, I am Lyra, the goddess who has granted you the ability to get all of these shiny things, and I will take those gifts away.
One of the goblins kind of looks around and is just like looks back up at you and looks at Kenzie and is just like, "You're with her."
She does my bidding.
I can tell you right now, we don't have no god named Lyra.
And just because you don't believe in me doesn't mean I'm not real.
Can I roll another intimidation? Oh God.
I'm gonna say no, you can't.
No, because I just wanted to look over at the goblin and be like, I am my own
Can I roll
gosh darn
persuasion?
goddess.
Can I just roll persuasion to get at least one of them to believe me?
There are a couple who are like, okay, we get it, cool, that's cool, just leave us alone. But most of the goblins are just like, nah, we're good. You can like kindly go away. Like,
Simon, may I use this distraction to activate my boots of flying and stealthily fly over to the large building without being seen?
go for it. Yes.
Okay, so roll for stealth.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I got a nat 20 to investigate.
Got a nat 20 to investigate. Okay, you're kind of like weaving your way through these huts and looking for what may seem to be the thing that Marco sent you down for.
Our thing's definitely going to be in the big hut.
But as you're wandering through, you finally get to the big hut, and peeping through the window, the large figure you see has like a massive cloak over it, and it's sitting, and you see like a tea set near it, and it's using this tea set, and it's a very nice like cast iron tea set. And for some reason, your mind is just like, there's no way that's it.
We're literally down here for a tea set?
Multiple pieces that are all a part of the same set. We'll know it when we see it.
I'm gonna kill Marcus. Anyways.
I've decided not to do that, Simon. So
Okay then.
On the ground, hidden, out of sight.
All right, Molly, as you're looking through this window, you see a goblin walk in and talk to the large thing sitting there, and it says, "Look, these people aren't going away. You should probably come out and talk to them." And you hear this creature, its voice just sounds like pure nightmare fuel. He's just like, "Very well." He stands up and just like busts out of the large building.
Just saying, you two are welcome for the this distraction.
I didn't need it.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just
Flying around
no. I actually am not flying. I decided
as high as a kite, head in the clouds.
I'm still sitting behind laptops, holes in my hands.
Cloud 9.
Anyway,
What's your idea?
You should have been more intimidating. You need to threaten their lives, and you should have sounded like a man. They don't respect
Is there
women.
anyone left in the hut?
No, actually, the hut is empty now because the goblin left with the large thing.
I'd like to go in and grab the
Take it,
tea
Gwen.
set.
Okay, yeah, you hop in and you basically grab the tea set and stuff it in your bag.
Look for the thing.
And then I leave.
Okay,
Do I
you
see the
climb
big
through
thing?
the same window. Yes, you do. You see this large thing that is cloaked, and you hear it bellow from all the way up there at the entrance. You hear it, and it says,
You are going to leave now.
And I turn around at Laughter and be like, that's how you should have sounded. That is how you should have sounded.
What the?
Everyone's critical. You tell me to do it, I do it. I just look at me like, and who are you?
I'm just.
it removes its cloak, and you see it like stand up fully, and it is at least 10 or 13 feet tall.
Oh my god, y'all. I'm leaving you.
It's got deep blue skin with long white hair,
Oh no.
terrible sharp teeth,
Oh.
super long fingernails, and piercing yellow eyes.
Oh no. No. Oh no.
And you know your enemy on it?
Oh.
Yes, you can. I will come back to you because you need to have a minute with it. Corey, you see this thing, and it is one of the scariest things you have seen. Legitimately, like something that you remember seeing in nightmares as a child.
Oh, that's great. That is wonderful. Do I need a roll to know what that was?
Nope, because you already know what it is, and most people know what it is. This is
Okay.
called an Oni.
Yeah.
Onis are basically ogres that have the ability to influence the dreams of unsuspecting people.
Freddy Krueger ogres that eat babies.
Yes, that.
They're awful.
Why did I pretend to be a goddess? Now I gotta fight
Oh,
this thing,
yeah.
don't I?
Make Jensen do it.
Make me do what? What is it? What's going on? I can't see. I'm still sitting down. I have not peeked over the edge, so I have no idea what's going on.
I mean, I'm not there, so it's fine.
Yeah.
What is it?
I tell him what it is. I turn to her, I go, you know what? I will leave here in like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
That's not suspicious at all.
Because I have been given a quest.
Kenzie.
You know that little voice in your
Yeah.
head that tells you to stop while you're ahead? You don't have one.
Yeah.
The Emerald to El Dorado.
Your know your enemy has taken effect. You know exactly what this is. It is an Oni. You have experienced its terrors, much like every other person has.
You big boy.
This is the first time you've seen one in real life, though. Because most
You're
of
a
the
real
time,
big boy.
yeah, most of the time they look like normal human size in your dream because they're facing you, and they need to be nimble and fast to get you. This is a big boy, a really big boy.
Boy.
I like the big boys.
The Oni's eyes meet yours, Kenzie, and it just says to you one word. And make a Constitution save with disadvantage.
Oh, with
I
disadvantage?
gave Laughter's tail a light tug, and I'm like, we gotta go, we should go.
Off my tail.
We should go.
You know what? I
But disadvantage 7.
am gonna go.
Let's go.
15. And I'm gonna use my inspiration because that's gonna expire soon. 15. Modified 20.
Okay.
I got a 5.
This is legitimately the scariest thing you've encountered, but you feel like, okay, I can stand my ground against this thing. This is just a kid's tale. I can fight this off. I fought bigger things than this.
Huh?
The UU.
The UU, yes.
You.
Molly,
Honestly, the UU.
where are you now?
Yes.
Hopefully stealthing past all of this.
Okay, yeah, you basically are. You're like staying behind the huts and trying to get your way back up the path to get to the exit.
Is she back?
Yeah, I'm hoping I don't get caught. I have a feeling I'm gonna get caught though.
Let me see.
Oh god. Oh no. I got caught, didn't I?
No, you're fine. These goblins are too preoccupied with the possibility of
The distraction.
the possibility of their leader pummeling an intruder.
The big boy hurting the tiny tiefling. It's fine.
So
With
can
a
I just
tiny
be
elf.
like, alright. Good day. And can I just start trotting back up the path?
Yeah, you can start heading your way back up. But as you're walking your way back up, the Oni follows you. He's just kind of like walking you up the path to the exit to make sure that you leave.
Sir, I'm walking. I'm leaving now. Stop.
You have
Make the
threatened
big-
my people.
I'm leaving. I ain't a threat no more.
He stays silent and he just keeps following you until you leave.
Okay.
Before we leave, I turn back. I'm like,
Oh,
if you ever want to travel, join the circus. You are wanted. And just turn back around.
that's not a compliment. Turn around and run after her.
It's
I
a
wonder
legitimate
if it looks
form
like a child
of work.
would be bad.
So, you guys get back out of the tunnel, back into the room with the elemental.
Is it still there?
It's kind of like moving around the room now. It felt comfortable enough to come out of its spot.
Yeah.
So, you guys left the area.
That could have gone so much better, but it could have gone so much worse. So, where's Gwen?
Molly, where are you?
With them, hopefully?
We
Okay.
just can't see her because she's still sneaking.
Yeah, because is the Oni still with us or did he leave?
He let you guys go about halfway through the tunnel.
Okay, I stay hidden just in case. I don't trust anything.
Mhm.
When do you ever?
Okay, this is a giant Oni. This is different.
Yeah, this is different.
Yeah.
This is so much different. I just stole from an Oni. Okay.
Which, by the
Oh
way,
my gosh, guys, this was terrible. That was in character.
stealing from creatures like Oni, if they find out who stole it,
We're dead.
yeah, absolutely.
Right
So
now.
what I'm hearing is I might be Tori and I might be okay.
No, because we were the ones distracting him. He saw our faces.
I was gonna say, I'm definitely dead. You two are probably dead, and Jensen is
I'm okay.
possibly alive.
I'm okay.
So you guys,
Oh, because I didn't know your enemy, how do I kill an Oni?
well,
You stab it a lot.
I mean, that is one way to do it. So
Any
one way
thoughts?
that you can permanently remove an Oni from this plane of existence is through a banishment spell. Otherwise, you kill it, and as long as there is fear, it will regenerate somewhere else.
Let's do a banishment spell.
I don't have
No, a banishment spell. Sorry.
I think we should go now before the goblins and the Oni decide to run after us. Gwen's not
Okay,
here,
let's-
so unfortunately, I think she's caught, but I say we go.
Alright. Also, I say you learn a banishment spell.
Yeah, I probably should.
You should.
Just go. Although we didn't get what we came for.
So you guys climb out of the sewer.
Dang it, Gwen!
Thanks for leaving me for dead. By the way,
Oh, you're alive!
and I start going off to Marcus's shop.
Wait, did you get what we were supposed to be finding?
No, I'm leaving and going towards the guy who told us to go steal something because I didn't get it.
She totally got it.
Hey, what was it? I'm
because
curious.
you all thought that you left me for dead.
It was
Dude,
an
we couldn't
Oni.
see you.
Get off!
What was it? What was the thing?
Okay, I might also be a little mad because he sent us for a freaking tea set.
Are you kidding me?
A tea set?
Can I roll history or Arcana or something to figure out what that tea set is?
Yes. You can go ahead and roll.
A tea set?
Doesn't matter which one.
History would do fine.
History,
I also might be
okay.
projecting because I'm probably dead if they ever find out.
Yeah, probably.
27.
27.
Wow.
You see this tea set, and it's a black cast iron tea set. And this seems to be not of this continent's origin. It seems to be from another part of the planet.
Yeah, that's definitely.
So like another continent.
Okay.
The old lands. This is an extremely rare artifact. One that is has no magical properties, really. At least not non-sensible magical properties. This tea set is supposed to have belonged to an old dynasty emperor from the old lands. And they would call him the Dragon Beast.
All I could think of was that.
Yep.
Legends say that he would, before every single battle or before any, big event that he had to go do, he would drink from this tea set and he would be exponentially more charismatic
Iro.
or exponentially more eloquent or powerful at whatever he is trying to do.
100% Iro.
Yep.
We can't give him this tea set.
Yeah, we can if we want the information.
Yeah.
The information is not worth what this is worth.
I think it is. Well, you're right. It's not. We need to ask for money and more items in exchange for it. Then.
Like he's gonna give us
as rare as
that.
they're making it out to be, and trust me, I used to be a merchant. We could probably, if we tell him that we think that this is worth a lot more, so we're gonna go sell it to a collector that could pay a lot more for it, we could get more out of it.
He owns all the trade routes. Who are we going to sell this to instead?
I'm
College.
a couple people.
A university would give us anything we ask for this
We'd have to
tea
get
set.
out of the valley first. Either way, it's going to end up in his hands. If we sell it in the valley, it will end up in his hands. If we sell it outside, maybe it won't.
Either way, we win.
Either give it to him, or we get the hell out of here.
Gwen, I have an idea. We'll give it back to him, but we're gonna steal it back tonight.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
That's not a good idea. You do not want to double cross, backstab him.
No,
makes
I've
things
seen
disappear.
what happens to people who try to double cross him.
Yes,
It doesn't end well.
same. I knew people who's double crossed him. They vanish. He can make people vanish.
Okay, so you're making a big deal about this, teapot set. Why? Because we kind of need this information more.
Apparently, it is very valuable.
The Dragon of the East. This is his tea set. I would bet my horns on it.
So
Would
you
I-
three
Okay.
need to make history checks to see if you actually know what she is talking about.
I was gonna say, you think I know history? Oh, I don't know history.
Do I roll with disadvantage, Simon?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I got a 7.
I know.
I don't know history.
A 9.
9. Corbett, you have no earthly idea what this is.
I'm like,
Molly, what'd you get?
you made that up.
Finn.
You made that
A
up.
7? Yeah, you have no clue.
You made that up.
Kenzie?
11.
11? You've heard really old stories about the possible existence of this old land, but you've never heard of anything from it.
I didn't have an education.
So I did have an education. Could I possibly have advantage?
No, because Elven education is far different from common education.
Oh, okay.
You're making
Elven
that-
education is
Don't
very like imperialistic, and they focus on Elven history instead of everything history. And they're like, elves are the best,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Like Japanese imperialist education system.
Interesting. Okay.
Why everyone hates elves.
Exactly.
Guys.
I mean, I always play the laid back elves who's not racist.
Guys,
What?
this is priceless.
Yes.
So
Again, which is why we ask for more.
But
I
so
don't
are
think you
lives.
understand the term priceless.
Okay, but so are lives of children. Like, isn't that what we're doing this for?
You know, it's very possible that Oni is at the center of that, considering you love eating children. The younger
And that face Simon makes tells us that probably wasn't his original plan. Fine.
Benson, shut your mouth and quit giving God more ideas.
God, which god am I giving this? Dude, there like a laughter from the clouds. Oh.
The Mr. Burns, excellent.
Yes, excellent. Yeah. So you
Fine,
guys are
give him
going.
the teapot.
You guys are going back to Marco's.
Yeah.
A teapot?
Um,
A teapot, my dude. Really?
Name it
Like-
first. Do not hand it over first.
he's like, yeah, dude. It's a nice tea set.
Is that what
That's
you?
one way to put it.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah. I told you it had many pieces. You'd know it when you see it.
Thought so. So
Yeah, and the thing
my
is so
horny friend here
I
seems to think that it is worth more than you could possibly pay for it. Now, I for one know that you are very well versed in these type of things, but she seems to think that you don't deserve it. So perhaps maybe you could convince her in some way.
also what we had to steal it from.
Yeah, there's an Oni in charge of a tribe of goblins under the city.
Oh, yeah. I've actually sold a couple things to that tribe before.
I immediately turned to Lily and like,
He turns to laughter and he's just like, look, I know you like old stuff. I get it. It's really important to you. I literally got this tea set for 5 gold off the market.
dude, that is like the best deal of the century. For you, at least. The other guy, you got totally screwed.
I wanted it personally. I like old things too.
He's just gonna put it on display.
I'm gonna use it.
There you go.
I'm gonna make my own tea with it, because, I mean, you know, tea tastes good.
Yes, it does. Especially coming from this pot. So I think you're going to give us a few more of your magic items.
Hold on. Why would it taste better from this pot than from any other pot?
Apparently, it's
Dragon of the East.
Yeah, something made up. I think she's pulling it out of her arse.
No, she's not. I mean,
You can't trust an elf.
You're
an
talking.
elf.
Marco is an elf.
Yeah.
I don't say that out loud. I don't actually say that. I forgot.
Marco kind of like looks at you with squinty eyes. He's just like, "Do you really believe in the old land stories?"
I'm not saying whether I do or whether I don't, but I have a feeling you would gouge the price out of it if it had a good story behind it.
I mean, sure, but I don't know the story, so why would I gouge the price of it? I just want to drink from it.
Because I know several academics who would love to get their hands on this. And why should I give it to you if you're only going to drink from it when there could be more appropriate places for it?
Like where? In some dusty old cell inside of a college? You really know what they do with those artifacts, right? They lock them away. Nobody gets to look at them or touch them unless you are specifically meant to go look at them and touch them. So what's the point of that? Everybody's too afraid to touch these magical things.
Because magic has a price.
Yeah, so does everything else.
Here's the thing. You're going to give us the information that you promised, and we each get one more magical item from here. And then we will let you have your tea set.
How about this? If you really think I shouldn't have this tea set, I'll give you the information for your trouble. But you're gonna go sell it for me, and I get 45% of the cut. Scratch that. I get 60% of the cut because you're being so rude to me.
Not being rude.
50%. She's just never experienced someone like you before.
I kind of like the
She's speaking out of
just
turn.
picking out another item.
55%.
I'll let you keep it. I'm not gonna sell it for you.
55.
Marco goes to his back room and comes out with a little chest that has a bunch of different folders and contacts and all that kind of stuff in it. And he puts it on the desk and he's just like, there you go.
I just grab the chest and like pull it back. All right, Gwen, give him the tea set.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. You made such a big fuss about it. You're going to sell it for me. That's the only way this is going to work.
Fine. For 45% that you get.
I said 55.
Fine.
55 will work. Thank you so much.
I'll be seeing you guys around. And by the way,
Oh, you also
This,
said you would give us information
What do you think the chest is?
as where to start, and then also information along with the ashes.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
the
about
chest.
to mention that.
Chest.
Oh, that's all in the chest. So
Yeah.
is everything else we need in there? Okay.
It's all in there.
Thank you very much. I hope we may be able to do business with you again in the future. Hopefully on much better terms. I do apologize.
He's like, before you go, little dude, he reaches underneath the counter and he comes back up and he's just like, your name's Jensen, right?
Yes?
All right. He pulls out an envelope and hands it to you. And he's just like, some people wanted me to make sure you got this.
Thank you.
You okay there, little dude?
I'm great. Let's go sell a teapot. Oh, it's gonna be so good to sell something again. Let's just go now.
I
You
want to
guys-
roll
I'm immediately
insight
walking
on you.
The tavern where we're staying.
I want to roll insight on you.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll insight on him and I'll talk about it.
I would like to roll insight as well.
Same.
You guys are all rolling insight. Okay.
25.
23.
I am totally
25?
not playing right now. Totally fine.
16.
16. Okay, so yeah, you guys know that he's not happy about getting this envelope. He's actually quite afraid of what may be inside of this envelope.
Yeah.
So you guys follow him back to the place you guys are staying. And
I hold the bar and like, a large glass of whiskey, please. The largest one you got.
Wesley's like, did you develop a drinking problem while you're in my bar? Because if so, me, but also
if anything, I redevelop it. I used to be quite the strong drinker and enjoy a good whiskey and ale back in the day, but it did drop off. I'm trying to get it back.
It's because he lost an
Prison.
arm.
Sure, yeah. He pulls out a bottle of whiskey and basically just puts it in front of you with a glass next to it, and he's just like...
I just pull the cork off and just poof the bottle straight.
I put the chest of information on the counter and I start like digging through it, looking for anything I might want.
Anything you might know?
Yeah.
Okay. What else is everybody doing?
I want to try to figure out why Jensen is afraid of the envelope.
Okay. You can ask him.
Why are you afraid of the envelope?
I take another long drink. Totally ignoring her.
I bet it has something to do with his arm.
I want to take the bottle, take a drink, and slam it down and be like, tell me.
Rude? Can a man enjoy a drink? We went through a traumatic experience in the sewers.
You weren't the one who was thrown against a wall by a force of water.
No, I wasn't.
And you weren't the one who came face to face with an uni.
No, I wasn't. It sounded pretty bad, though. Could I go to grab the bottle again?
I want to roll intimidation for you to tell me.
You are wanting to be really intimidating today.
Is there a counter roll?
I know. Well,
There is a counter roll for that.
I
It would
totally
be
forgot about my
charisma.
intimidation.
Oh, just straight. Oh no, not charisma. Oh, okay, that kind of worse. What'd you roll?
16.
17.
Damn.
Yeah, he's not very off-put.
I just kind of snatch the bottle back and this time I'm going all the way. I'd already gone through like a half of it, and I'm going to the bottom now. One swig. Probably got to roll Constitution, don't I?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to turn to laughter and be like, you found anything?
That is a 21.
21. Yeah, you're
just-
fine, Corbett.
Yeah.
I just kind of tense up and go, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about.
I'm gonna kill him.
You're going to kill who now?
Nothing you need to worry about. It's fine.
Fleur, where are you?
Clearly,
buddy?
we all need to worry about it because this has something to like do with both the ashes of what we're going to investigate and also the underground child thing.
Where's Fleur?
Fleur's
Yeah, where's
Fleur's
our
just kind
idiot?
of he's just kind of booling. Like he's just like walking around the bar, looking at what people are doing in the bar because there are other people in the bar too. And he just kind of like would walk up to them and be like, "Oh, the fish platter. Cool. Okay. Okay.
Fleur. I drop down and run over to him. Like, Fleur, come here.
What's up?"
I just like take that information and just like kind of crumple it up in my fist and push the chest towards Kenzie and go like, just see if there's anything that you know about in there.
Fleur, have you ever heard the tale of Lord Palatheus the Wise?
Stop. Kenzie, what's your passive perception?
16.
16. Okay. when Corey says, look through here, see if there's anything useful, and you look down to see what she pushed over, there's nothing there. The chest is gone.
Not my fault.
Can I like figure out what happened to it? Or see if anyone ran off with it?
You can roll a investigation.
Simon, question. Am I aware of the box?
Aware of it?
Yeah, like, am I aware of it? Like, do I know where it is? Can I see it?
No. You can't see it. You don't know where it went.
15.
Okay, but I still know it exists.
Well, yeah, you still know it exists.
15.
15. You think that somehow somebody must have, like, quietly just passed by and deftly swiped the box while it was being passed.
Kill.
Is there anyone in the bar that had it, or has like anyone walked out yet?
Perception.
I'm also gonna roll perception, because this is funky.
18.
18.
23.
You remember seeing... What'd you say, 23?
Mhm.
Okay. Kenzie, you remember seeing somebody pass by the bar a couple times. Corey, with that 23, all you remember during that brief moment was one of the robot waiters passing by and Molly getting up to go to the bathroom.
Molly!
I was curious what Gwen was doing through all this.
When?
So,
I'm just partially.
So, who do I need to tackle?
Captain of the Storm with that, so.
Molly, what are you doing with the box?
Going to a safe house.
You're going to a safe house? You're leaving the bar?
Do I see her?
Dang
Do I
it.
see her
Going
leave the
to
bar?
safe house. Yes, because I'm going to a safe house where I have my own information so I can compare the informations. I just don't trust any of you to go to the safe house with me.
You didn't think to tell any of us?
No?
She's gone. You can't ask her this thing.
Why would she?
Okay. Ooh, this is fun. This is fun. Okay.
I want to hunt down Molly. One.
And the thing is, you guys will next time.
Next time.
Aww.
Alright, guys.
I love you,
Who's ready for
guys.
recommendations?
What a fun session.
And who's ready to track down
I
Molly?
think we totally just Matrix dodged a horrible encounter down there. But also
We did.
kind of crapped on what could have been a very lovely.
Okay, so Simon, I want to give some context. So there's a group chat of just the players.
No, I know.
And-
You told me about it. What were you guys planning on doing?
Okay,
Meeting me?
so no, not entirely. So you've talked to me about like where it's like, oh, you have to pick a champion to like fight for you guys, right? And I was like, oh, that's probably gonna happen. I was gonna say, okay, when that gets offered, we go, no, your idiot versus our idiot. And then we
You
were either
say
gonna fit in
Jensen.
Fleur or Jensen.
Fleur wasn't with you guys for that whole thing, so.
Yeah, that's why we said either Fleur or Jensen.
Insulting.
And we were just gonna eat them.
But I
yeah.
can't hold any torch to it considering my intelligence is a 9. So
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with how that stealth went, Molly.
Honestly, same.
That was slick, and that was actually the most fun I've had with a rogue in a campaign
I'm
in a
guessing.
minute.
Did you silently message him saying you wanted to do
Yep.
that, Molly? I knew it.
Yeah, it literally
I-
this is what the message says. Can I take the box and stealth away? I'm like, roll sleight of hand. 25. Nice.
Right on.
That's
right
it. That's all that
Good
happened.
God.
I dodged a
Love
bullet.
that. All right, so
Yeah.
time for
Recommendations.
Recommendations.
I had you guys watch Sweet Magnolias on Netflix.
My girlfriend really liked this show. I was like, Okay, cool. But my girlfriend's from the South, so she was like, yes, I love it.
That is true.
So she always talks about like Steel Magnolias in that movie. Which this is like nothing like that at all. But she was like, I appreciate it because it's South and it's like Alabama and Florida and that area, because that's where she's from. So yeah, it was fine. It's not my cup of tea though.
It is also not my cup of tea. I'm just not super big into like romantic movies or like shows. So it was fun. It was cute, but it was cute.
I really liked it because Maddie's opening line like is savage.
That was pretty great.
Like now whenever I'm in a fight, like that's my go-to.
I did like her character, yeah.
Molly, what did you think?
I didn't actually get a chance to watch it because Netflix was being weird and not letting me look it up. I don't know. Every time I tried to type it in, it would just be like, loading, 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 loading. I'd be like, cool! Guess I can't watch you.
It's all good.
And then Corbett probably didn't get to see it. Just
Don't have
no Netflix having man.
Yeah.
Lame.
So if you guys want to give your ratings real quick.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Now entering Serenity signs.
3 out of 5 Maddies.
All right. Corbett has watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this show. For a while, I would fall asleep to watching the show on Hulu. Like, it was just like, it would be on and I'd hear it in the background. And it's funny because everyone, like, again, I'm talking about my girlfriend again because we watch these together. So, like, she falls asleep faster than I do. But I'd be awake and I'd still hear the stuff going on. And there would be a few times where I just, like, hear something really funny and just start laughing. And she gets really freaked out because of that, because she's asleep and there's a large man laughing next to her. So it's such a good show, though. Oh my god,
it really is.
This is actually this is a show that, like, because my boyfriend and I, we have shows that we watch together, and so this started off as a show that he would watch without me because almost all of our other shows we have to watch together.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to watch this one together. So it's really funny, and it's just like, it's a dumb comedy, but it's great.
And as I said before, I think it's very interesting that it doesn't rely. Actually, I don't think I said this to you guys. I think it's interesting that it doesn't rely on a laugh track. So the humor actually has to be good in order to get you to laugh, because it doesn't have that fallback, which makes it a very interesting form of comedy, which is still very entertaining. So.
Yes, that's a big thing about what I've been studying. And oh my god, it works. It works. It's way better than The Office, because The Office stuff is not. It's not inherently funny. It's only situational. So after you've seen it like 3 times, it's not funny anymore.
I mean, The Office has its moments, but I prefer Brooklyn Nine-Nine to The Office.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine is fantastic. I actually got my mom watching it, and we have decided that Terry Crews and Captain Holt are the best boys.
Yeah,
they're incredible.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for that, I'm going to kick off my ratings with 5 out of 5 dramatic Captain Holtz.
You can't tell if he's mad at you or laughing.
I'm going to go ahead and give my first 6 out of 5. It is 6 out of 5 gay police chiefs in celebration of Pride Month.
Nice. I am going to give it a 5 out of 5. Jake, I am the best detective. I am the worst detective. Peralta.
Yes.
So
literally just his mood in the first episode.
So good.
Oh, Okay, so there's like two of like the not the rating itself, but like the kind of what we put behind.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna I think I'll go with 5 out of 5. Jake punching media to protect his boss.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one did a 5 out of 5 cheddars.
True.
I was also the other one I was thinking about doing was when Terry Crews has to do his gun test. His shooting
Oh,
test.
yes.
Yeah.
It's like shooting at my brother. I can't do that. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
and then like
I
I
do the
saw
same
like
thing.
what they were shooting. I started laughing so hard, and I felt like an
Yeah,
awful
friend
human
who's a
being.
silhouette. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next, Simon, you has watched Winona Earp.
I like this a lot.
I like it a lot
Good.
too.
It was fun. I think I will like it better after I watch more Supernatural. Is
You think?
Kind of the vibe. I think so.
I don't
I
know.
like that's the vibe I was getting.
That's fair. It is kind of Supernatural-esque,
Mhm.
but I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, like in my spin-off. So to me, it like makes more sense, I think, and I'll get more of it because I have a feeling I was just missing out on bits and pieces if I watch Supernatural further ahead and then go back and watch it.
I mean, after watching the first episode, there's a few times where I was kind of confused, but like at the same time, like they can't give you all the answers in the first episode.
Right. It goes a little
Mhm.
fast, so
Yeah. But otherwise, I really enjoy it a lot.
mhm.
And it's also, I found out it's based off of a comics, and I'm like, I kind of want to find the comics now.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are good comics.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys have ratings?
Yes, I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5 bangs.
Bangs. Okay.
Bangs is in gunshots or bangs is in hair?
Bang, bang.
Gunshots.
Bang, bang.
Ooh.
I will give it a 4 out of 5 Bobo Del Rey's, even though I haven't gotten to him yet. I love his actor.
Bobo Del Rey. Oh man, you'll like his character. It's really good, actually.
Oh, I don't know what to go with. I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. Strange older men in a bar.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Which if who you're talking about is who I think it is, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised about who it is.
I can't remember his name. I know who it is. I can't remember his name.
Is it Doc Holliday?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Doc Holliday, the famed cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
Molly, you has watched X-Men Evolution.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yes, it was fun. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
There me a lot
X-Men
of
Evolution's great.
older shows from that time period, like the Teen Titans TV show and the Spider-Mans from that era and all that. Just similar, very and the Ben 10 shows too, like the animation style. I'm sure that's not a coincidence, but animation style it's all very pleasing to look at and always fun. And it was a pretty cool show. Yeah. So.
It reminds me of the same animation style and the same, sort of setup as the original Batman animated series.
No,
Yes.
It kind of came out around the same time too, so that and Captain Planet is what are the vibes that I get, which I love it. I love it so much.
Nice.
Yeah.
There.
I am going to give it a 4 out of 5 beasts.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 storms. She's my
The
favorite.
only adults.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 Frog Boys.
Yeah, he's gross.
Yeah.
I'm going with a 5 out of 5 Iceman.
Mm.
Yes.
He's actually one of the strongest mutants in the universe of the X-Men.
Mhm.
He's considered an Omega class mutant.
Yes.
Wow.
I love Storm.
Terrifying.
And then Kinsey, you have watched the pilot episode of Scrubs.
I love Scrubs.
Dude, Scrubs is funny to me. I grew up watching it, so sometimes I watch it and I'm like, I'm kind of sick of this already. But
Aw.
it's still such a good show. Like, it has its really good moments.
Yeah.
And it's another situation kind of like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where it doesn't need a laugh track, but it has like the weird fantasy flashbacks with JD.
Yeah.
Kind of like Family Guy almost, where it's like he lives out these things in his head. So it's
monologue persists throughout the entire series.
One thing that I like the most is in the later episodes that I just started kind of picking up is that they have him not breaking the fourth wall as much. So he has these fantasies and then kind of he'll like end up saying it out loud or say a word out loud. And the rest of the characters are like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And that's the parts I like love right now the most.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it was entertaining. I'm assuming it does get better with time because it wasn't as funny as I thought it was gonna be, but I'm sure that's because it was the pilot episode and all that. So.
It really does.
Oh yeah,
it really does get way better.
Because I've seen like bits and pieces, like the whole memes taken from parts of the show, and they are very entertaining. So,
fun fact: there's a dance that Turk does that is actually the default dance in Fortnite.
The floss?
That's where they got it from.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm giving this 4 out of 5 sarcastic weird janitors.
Dang, that was gonna be mine.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 old dead people that aren't really dead.
That's pretty good.
Go
ahead, Molly.
I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 Dr. Cox's.
Oh, he's so funny. I'm going with a 5 out of 5 Laszlo Bane's Superman, because that is the title song, and that's a really good song.
It is.
I was really hoping for a like whatever rating and a pennies in the door.
Yes,
that's a good bit. I love that.
That part really made me laugh. So.
All right. So for this week, I want you guys to pick a number between 1 and 10.
5.
7.
4.
What was that, Corbett?
7.
7.
Do I actually have to pick a number, or are we all getting like separate things?
No, just pick a number.
You know what? I'm gonna go with 6.
6. Okay. So for this week's Geek Commendation, you have selected Camp on Rooster Teeth.
So we have to watch that corresponding episode?
No. So I had 2. I was like, okay, 1 through 5, I'm gonna have them watch this. 6 through 10, I'm gonna have them watch this. And since most of you guys picked 5 and above, we went
Camp.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
interesting way to go about it.
Rooster Teeth's YouTube channel or just roosterteeth.com?
Either one. If you want to use the Rooster Teeth website, you can use my login information, and I will gladly share my Rooster Teeth account with you guys.
Okay.
So just watch an episode of Camp.
Very well.
Dante Bosco makes an appearance in it later, so just a heads up, you want to keep watching it.
Oh goodness. Okay, so for my geek commendation this week, I have a movie for you guys. I'm apologizing in advance for it. I want you to watch Star Wars: The Third Gather's Backstroke of the West.
What is that?
The Chinese version of Star Wars Episode 3 that has been retranslated back into English using Google Translate. It is the most hilarious and broken dialogue version of Star Wars you can imagine. It barely follows the story at all in dialogue versions, and it is absolutely hilarious. So
all right, and where are we watching this?
It's on YouTube. I'm posting it now. The full 2.5 hours of broken English. F-bombs are dropped, wordplay is thrown out, and it is hysterical because, like I said, it is the Chinese version of it that has been retranslated back into English, like using Google Translate. So
interesting.
All right.
If you ever
Interesting.
want to cheat in your
Foreign
foreign language classes, don't use Google Translate, kids.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't
Really don't.
understand conjugate in like
No.
Understand stress.
conversational and stressor.
Yeah, no. And if you're struggling, then like find someone to help or just fail.
Yeah.
Or use Duolingo.
So this is good.
Duolingo doesn't work very well
It's
either.
so broken, you don't have to understand the story to know what's going on because you wouldn't follow it anyway with this dialogue. But if you do know the dialogue from the movie, it's like 10 times funnier because you know what it's supposed to be, and then you hear what it translates into. So, like, to give you some examples, General Grievous is known as the General, and Jedi Scum translates to Smelly Boy.
I love that.
And at the end, when Darth Vader screams no, it comes out as "Do not want."
All right.
So
Who's next?
It's incredibly
I can go.
Yeah.
So
All right, Molly.
I'm gonna have you guys watch The Guild. It is
Oh, I love that show.
Yes.
so it's on Netflix, but I think it's also on YouTube, Corbett.
Okay, I'll look for it.
Pretty much, it's a bunch of internet nerds
Us?
in real life.
It's us?
Yeah,
Yay!
only way more dysfunctional.
Yeah. It's such a good show.
No, there is such a thing. We have some organization. So
Since when?
the fact that we're keeping the
Okay.
show going is proof of that.
So I really don't know what to do for Geek Commendations because I was thinking, like, let's do something creative again, like how we did like a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pick 1 through 10.
But my other thing is I don't really have any other ideas.
So you want to do that again?
Yeah, probably because like all I know is I'm gonna be on a couch for about a week and a half, and like a bed, and I'm not gonna be able to move
Mm-hmm.
as much.
That's totally
so like
reasonable.
yeah, so I'm just kind of like
Kenzie, if you want, you said you wanted to read it, and I'm curious on your opinion about it. I could resend the chapters of the book I'm attempting to write, and I would love to hear your opinion on it.
Yeah, I will do my best.
It'll give you
I
something to read. It won't be very much, but it'll give you something.
Hey, it'll give me something to do, so I'm totally okay with that.
You could easily do while on the couch. So
yeah, and I'm also like FaceTiming one of my other friends because we have like this whole novel we want to try to write too that we've been working on since high school.
Okay. So something creative from Kinsey.
Yeah, so just something creative because it will give me just a little bit of light because the next time we meet will be literally a week after my surgery, so we don't know how I'm going to be feeling.
Right.
So if I can just see something that like maybe brighten my day or just be like, oh, like that'd be lit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My geek commendation is a lost episode from a podcast that I listened to called The Sleepy Cast.
Sleepy.
The Sleepy Cast, I remember I geek commended a while ago this show called Smiling Friends that was on Adult Swim. So the guy who does most of the voices for that show, his name's Zach, or Psychic Pebbles is his internet username. He is one of the main people on this podcast, along with NMG, who did a lot of the old animated YouTube stuff like Leo and Satan and Hellbenders and that kind of stuff. And then they have random guests come on as they go on. But this episode is called The Mars Squatch.
The Mars Squatch.
Yes. And something they do in the podcast, everything that they do in this podcast is literally just they make up these stupid hypotheticals and improv their way through them, just naturally. It's really stupid, but really funny. So I think you guys will really enjoy it because it's my kind of humor, like stupid improvisational humor. And yeah, it's only like a 30-minute short episode as opposed to the like 2-hour long episodes that they have. So
All right.
I'm
Real fun.
really excited for that one. I love improv.
oh, it's really good. It's
And
not
it's the theater kid in me coming out.
it's not the improv that you think it is, because it's just like, oh, what if I did this? And it's like, okay, you do that, but then also, what if this happens in response to that? So here's this. And it's just, they keep going back and forth and saying these really stupid things. It's just good. It's really good.
All for that.
It's so funny. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we are going to wrap it up. I am really excited for Recommendations this week. It's going to be fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining us. And as always, you nerd it here first.